So hello everyone, myself Saptak Bhattacharya, and today is the day 2 for the DSA series, and it is the third video. So let's start with the video. So yeah, as you can see, what the question states, that search insert position, right? So we have to search for the insert position. So now what is the insert position? So basically what we have to do is that we have to give the index number. So just we have to return the index number, nothing more than that. So but here is a catch, okay? Here the problem states that I will be having a vector or an array, whatever you say, with the variable name nums and an integer variable name target. Okay, so the thing is that the problem statement states that if the target value, okay, the target value is present inside the nums vector or array, so we have to give that element's index. And if suppose it is the target value is 5, okay, so we have to search for 5 within the index. So we can see that the 5 is in the second index, right? Because 1 is at 0th index. When I equals to 2 it is 3, when I equals to 1 it is 3, when I equals to 2 it is 5. So I equals to 2, so the output will be 2. But here is a catch. If there is suppose there is 2, right? The target value is 2, but we have to see that whether 2 is present there or not. Are you understanding my point? See, if the vector or the array does not contains the element within its container. Suppose here in the second example you can see that the target is 2. Is 2 present within the nums container? No, it is not present in the vector. So for that reason we have to give its exact position. And if you notice quietly, it is in sorted manner, and it is also written in the question also that it is a sorted array. It is first and foremost declared. So we know that 1, then 2, then 3. So then 2 comes within 1 and 3, right? So the position of 2 will be 1, because 1 is 0 in the 0th position and 2 will be in the first position. So the output will be 1. And for the example number 3, you can see that here I have 7, right? Now 7 is bigger than any other element in this array, so it will be in the last. So if it is in the last, so what will be its index? So if the 1 is 0, 3 is 1, 5 is 2, 6 is 3, so then 7 will be 4, so the output will be 4. So basically what we have to do, we have to find its inserted position only. So let's get started with the video. So for that reason, first and foremost, what we will do, we will just give a for loop here. Okay, we'll just run a for loop inside it, and inside that for loop I will just initialize it, the I, basically the index, and I will run it from 0 till less than nums.size. Okay, and I plus 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 plus, right? Now what I will do is just within that for loop I will check that if the variable is present. Okay, so I will just run a condition. So I am using if statement. So within that, first and foremost, as you can notice that I can write like this: if nums of I, okay, nums of I. Now watch it carefully. You can see that here it is 5, right? So 5 is less than 6, right? 5 is less than 6, and 5 is equal to 5 here in the element. Okay, so if the I, when I equals to 3, means nums of I equals to 5, when it will iterate to 5, I will check whether it is equal to or not, right? So I will just give an equals to here, and I will just write the target. So if that's so, then I will return I, or else I will again return, but now only the first, as you can see that only the first statement is correct, that 5 is equals to 5, right? 5 is equals to 5, that nums of I, when nums of I will equals to be when nums of I will be equal to 5, the target will also be equal to 5, then it will return its index, right? But what if the element is not present only? As you can see here, the element is not present only in the nums. So for that reason, what we will do, we will just see that the target is 2, right? But within the nums there is no such thing called 2 here, no such element. So if you clearly observe one thing, you can see that 3 is greater than 2, right? So I can use that conditions right away. So what I will do, if nums of I is greater than nums of I is greater than target, then greater than or equals to target, you will return I. Basically the equals to is for the first condition, right? For the first example only we can use. And for the second condition, see one thing, that when here is this condition and I am checking. So the target is 2. So I will check that nums of I, when the nums of I will be 3. So 3 is greater than equals to 2, right? So it is true. When it is true, then return the I. So it will return the index where 3 is present. 3 is basically present at the first index. So it will return the first index. Okay. So like this, the two of the statements are being done. And for the third case, you can see if the target value is so large that you can't compare it with any other means any other variable, sorry, element in the array. Okay, so basically you are having 7, so you can see that up to 6 there are elements, no 7, no 8 or no 9 is there. So for that reason this is not valid. So in that reason what we will do, we will just return the nums of size. Why so? Because the nums of size contains, as you can see, the nums of size will give you the exact size, right? So as you can see, it is in the 0th position, it is in the first, it is in the second, it is in the third. So 7 will be in the 4th position, right? So therefore the output is 4. But here I can't just compare it like the condition operator like here. Okay, so what I have done, I am just giving it the nums of size. Nums of size will give you the actual size or length of the vector. So the one will be so if I give the size, so the size will be 1 2 3 4, right? So it will return the 4. So like this I can just run the statement and see if it passes the test cases or not. So yeah, as you can see, it is passing all the test cases. Let's submit it and see. So yeah, it is being submitted, and in the runtime you can see that 100% it is having the accuracy, right? Acceptance rate. So yeah, this was all about the question. Let me again just wind up once again a little bit of recap. So basically this question states that search insertion position. Okay, so there are three conditions in which you can check if the target is if the target is equal to, if the target and the nums value are equal. Okay, means the nums means the value, means the element within the nums vector is present, then I will print the index. Elsewhere, if the if the number within the nums, if the element within the nums is not present, we will check what is the greater number, means what is the exact greater element present there, and I will just print it, because what we can see, the array is sorted, right? So 1 then 3. So if the target is 2, then it will come in between 1 and 3, right? So what will the position that it will held, it will exactly held the greater position that it is its greater element is holding right now in the present. Okay, so if I just pick this 2 from here and just insert it here, it will just get the position of the greater one which is now here in the nums. So I will just print its index only to get the smaller one's index, right? So for that reason I have used this. It will check that if the nums of I is greater than equals to target. So for the first one, if you see that 5, when the nums of I equals to 5 and the target equals to 5, so hence the condition is true. For that reason, return the index I. So it will return the index of 5. Okay, and here the index is not present only for the second one. Sorry, for the second one the element 2 is not present only, but as it is a sorted array, we can say that if 3 is greater than, see, the nums of I becomes 3 is greater than the target is 2, right? So the nums so return the index of 3. So what is the index of 3? It will be 1, so it will return 1. Why so? Again I am explaining why so. Because in a sorted array, when we are putting 2 within 1 and 3, it will just take the index of the greater number which is present here exactly in the nums. Okay, and for the much greater number, so, where it can't be just compared within the two variables, such as the number example number 3, you can see that target is equals to 7, right? So I can't just go around and just compare it and check it whether it has any smaller or greater number than that, because this is the greater number itself. It does not have any greater number than itself only, right? You can see here up to 6, so 6 is smaller than 7, right? So this condition is false for that case. So in that case I will just return the nums of size. The nums of size, it will do, it will just give the end index, means the last index of the given target. So it will give 7's index, which will be 4. So yeah, this was all about the question, and it was all about the video. If you like it, then go for the subscribe and comment, and please share my video. Thank you.